Hey, sweeties, I have a good one for you today. We are doing rice in the Ninja Foodi, pressure cooked rice. Like every week, I do at least 2 batches of rice in the pressure cooker. Usually just some steamed white rice or brown rice. This time we're doing rice with Chinese sausage in it. Oh, it's so darn tasty. I served it with a little bok choy, some garlic chili crisp. Oh, so good. So good. Inspired by watching videos by Strictly Dumpling, Mikey Chen. Let's get into it. I'll tell you all about it. But first, please subscribe to Sweet Savant. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell. And now let's get into this delicious pressure cooker, not really clay pot rice, inspired by watching videos by Mikey Chen. So this is not an authentic clay pot rice recipe at all, but I was inspired by watching these videos of Mikey Chen going to Hong Kong and Singapore and New York to these clay pot rice restaurants. I'm using a pressure cooker, and I'm starting with just your regular long grain white rice, just as like the cheapest white rice in the grocery store. And we're going to use 3 cups of long grain white rice, and I'm going to give it a thorough rinse first. And that rinsing that rice gets off the excess sort of loose starches that are on the rice, and you get a much fluffier rice. It's much fluffier after cooking when you rinse it. So let's rinse that rice thoroughly, and then we're gonna just shake off any excess water. And some people like to soak their rice, or dunk it in a big vat of water and swish around it. I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse. We're cooking this in the pressure cooker, so we're not gonna get the same crust you'd get with cooking it in a clay pot. Now we'll grab the insert to our pressure cooker, and I'm using the Ninja Foodi. This is the original Ninja Foodi. I'm just gonna shake off the excess water and put our 3 cups of rice in there, and then we're going to add 3¼ cups of water. It's just regular plain old tap water. So 3 cups of rice and 3¼ cups of water. Drop that into our pressure cooker, and then we're going to get some Chinese sausage. And I get this from a market not far from here. These are made in the United States, but they are Chinese style sausage. There are a couple of kinds. They usually have some sugar and some wine in them, and made from pork. And I just really enjoy these. So I pick up usually like 2 packs when I'm at the market. These are made with chicken and pork. You can use a smoked sausage if you like. You're going to get a different flavor, but this is just, you want a fully cooked sausage, and this is just going to heat the sausage along with the rice in the pressure cooker. And we're going to cut these into chunks. These are about a 1/2 inch thick chunks. You can even leave these whole and just drop them on top of the water and rice. I like to cut them up, so when we serve, we just scoop up a bunch of rice and sausage. And that's it for that. I'm not adding any salt right now because we're going to dress this with a soy sauce mixture. So let's get our pressure cooker lid on and make sure it's got that the ring inside so it'll seal properly. Seal it and set it. We're going to cook on high pressure for just 3 minutes. And then we'll natural release for another 10 minutes or even longer. It can just sit and wait for you whenever you're ready. While our rice is cooking, we're going to make a little dressing I'm going to use, and this is just loose measurements, but this is about a tablespoon of brown sugar. We're going to stir that into some soy sauce, and I'm using low sodium soy sauce or less sodium soy sauce. That's about 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce. Yeah, let's just take that little plastic top off so we can really pour it in. So about 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce, even up to 1/3 cup, depending on how much rice you're using. Toasted sesame oil. I love this taste, and this bottle is just about done, so I had to grab a second bottle and get that started. And we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil. The flavor can be very strong, so you might want to start with 1 tablespoon, just depending on how much you like the taste of toasted sesame oil. And then red wine vinegar, just a splash for a little tang. And we're going to do just about a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. Stir it up until the brown sugar has dissolved. I let this natural release for like 30 minutes, so all of the pressure is out. Let's open up that Ninja Foodi. Look at that. Pretty, perfect, fluffy rice. The sausage is cooked through. Here, let me give you a, see that, look. Perfect separate grains of rice, cooked sausage. I love the way that rice comes out in the pressure cooker. Now, we made that dressing, the low sodium soy sauce, toasted sesame oil, a little red wine vinegar, a little brown sugar. We're gonna just drizzle some of that in there. And this is as much or as little as you like. And then you always wanna save a little bit so that everybody at the table can put a little bit more of the dressing on their rice. Mix that up a little gently because you don't want to break up your rice, but I use my pressure cooker for rice all the time now. It just comes out so great. And just the key is not to use too much water. So this was 3 cups of rice and 3 1/4 cups of water. If you use 4 cups of rice, you're going to use 4 1/4 cups of water. Just lightly dress it. And now let's serve it up. Grab my bowl. And you can have your steamed or stir-fried or sauteed vegetables on the side. I think I have some bok choy in the refrigerator left over. That, put a little more dressing on the top if you want. And then, I'll put this down here. Grab some chili crisp. This is a new jar. I go through this stuff like crazy. I love it. We put a little chili crisp on top. Chili crisp, I mean, on noodles, dumplings, everything. It's great. It's crunchy garlic and chili oil. I'll put a link in the description box. And that is it. Stir it in. Delicious. So this is my lunch. And I'm going to enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed the video of my inspired by clay pot rice. It's not at all authentic or anything like that, but it was inspired by watching Mikey Chen do his clay pot rice videos. We go to different restaurants, and I was like, wow, I have to make this at home. So this is what I came up with. Chinese sausage, rice, little soy and toasted sesame vinegar, sesame oil dressing. Oh, please subscribe to Sweet Savant. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, so you'll get a message every time I do another recipe like this. And I hope y'all have a delicious day.